Now we're going to be making this lovely A-line gown with fabric petal. All right, actually the drafting and sewing process. Now I folded my fabric into two for both the front and back. Usually the back is always having zipper, but I'm not going to be using a zipper, hence I'll be using a button. So I'm going ahead to map out my horizontal measurement, my shoulder to chest line, shoulder to waist, shoulder to hips, and of course shoulder to full length. Now the shoulder measurement is 7.5 inches. On the chest line I'll be replicating same measurement, 7.5. all right, and then I'll be joining the both lines together, and I'll be coming down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Very important. Now the neckline is 3.5 inches by the back neckline is 1 inch. All right, 1 inch for the back neckline, then the front neckline 3 inches. All right, then I'm going to be joining my shoulder slope. All right, now normally the measurement is usually since it's an A-line gown, I am going to be adding 7 inches to our hip measurement divided by 4. Now I'm using my French curve to join. All right, to join the neckline. So now I am going to be taking the chest measurement, that's a bust measurement on the chest line. Then I am going to be joining it to the hem. Remember I told you it's our hips divided by 4 plus 7 inches since it's an A-line gown. All right, so now I will marry it from where I have the armhole to the full length. All right, no need of taking your waist measurement or hip measurement. It's not a fitted gown, it's an A-line gown. So I'll be drawing it like so. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Thank you. All right, so the next thing I'm going to be doing, I am going to be coming up by 1 inch. You can come up by 1.5 inch or 2 inches depending on your preference, but I'm going to be coming up by 1 inch, and I'm going to be using my French curve to curve it like so. All right, and after that I'll be taking the midpoint of my armhole. I'll come in by half an inch. All right, then on the shoulder slope I am going to be deducting 1.5 inches from it because I don't want the shoulder to be full. I want it to be inward a bit. All right, the sleeve, I want it to be inward a bit. I don't want it to be resting on the nape of the shoulder. All right, hope I'm understood. Okay, so after which I am going to be cutting. All right, I'll cut the front neckline first. Remember the front is 3 inches, the back is 1 inch. After cutting the front neckline, I am going to be using my French curve to draw the back neckline. After which I am going to be cutting. All right, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, the shoulder is going to be narrow because I deducted 1.5 inch from it. All right, as you can see, I'm done cutting. All right, so I'm going to be cutting that underside. You know, I told you I took 1 inch, all right, to give it a little curve, so it's not going to be very pointed or sharp. Then I'll be slitting the back. Now this is optional. I wanted to use zip, but I changed my mind. I just left a little slit, then I used buttons. So in case you're using zip, slits. All right, after that I'm going to be cutting the facing for both the front and the back. All right, this is what I'm going to be using to turn the neckline. All right, so I'll go ahead and cut. I'm done cutting, as you can see. So now let's get to the fabric petal. I was supposed to separate the video, but I said let me just put it here. All right, so I'll go ahead and draw depending on how big you want the petal to be. All right, just draw circles, all right, on an interfaced fabric. of your choice. Then I'll go ahead and cut. To my subscribers, you rock. Thank you. If you're not in this channel, you're welcome. All right, so I've gone ahead to cut. Now let's get into the sewing stage. All right. I told you I wanted to use a zipper before, but I changed my mind. All right, so what we're going to be doing now, we're going to be joining the shoulders together of the front and the back. You marry them together. All right. After joining, you're going to do same for the facing. All right, as you can see, for the facing for the back and front. All right. So I'm done doing that. I'm now going to use the facing to turn the actual fabric. All right. Join all the edges, including the armhole. All right. Do it at your pace. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll go ahead and cut out the excesses. All right. After which I'm going to turn. Be sure to give it a good press, please. All right. Be sure to give it a good press. So I've gone ahead to serge. That is the back. I left an opening. This for this button. All right. I joined the back using the zipper allowance. So now this is the circle. All right. You can serge it by serge it into that semicircle, but you can fold into 4 and serge. So I actually folded into 4. Then I'll run loose stitches. All right. I'll fold 5 into 4 and run loose stitches on them, folding circles into 4. All right, as you can see, run loose stitches on about 5 depending on your preference. All right, I'm not making a very big petal. After running loose stitch, I am going to be dragging together in order to form this star-like petal. All right, remember this star-like one is folded into 4. It's folded into 4. All right, then this other one is folded into 2. It's a semicircle, so I'll be doing 3. All right, I'll be doing 3. Then I will join together like I did for the first one. Okay. Now this is optional. You can just keep your design on it, maybe a stone, but I am going to be cutting an 2 additional circles or 3 depending on your preference. All right, this one is just a straight one. Like I said, you cut an additional circle just to cover it before adding your embellishments, your stones. All right, so this is what I have. All right, so I'm going to be joining together. All right, we just half inch seam allowance or 1. All right, after that I am going to be hemming. I'll be hemming by 2 inch. All right, that's the allowance I kept for the hem. All right, so I'm done joining the sides. Now to fix the button, I've gone ahead to cut this strap. I'll just sew it down, then button it. All right, it's not much of a task, as you can see. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now, I am going to be attaching the Okay, I've not hem. I'll just go ahead and hem like I told you. 1.5 inch. So after this now, I am going to be attaching, like I said, be sure to give it a good press. I'll be attaching the fabric to the fabric petal to the main gown. All right, this is the circle I told you of. I'll just run loose stitch. I didn't interface it. Run loose stitch, then place on top of each petal. If you have any questions, kindly leave it on the comment section. Thank you. After which I am going to be embellishing. You see how I joined this together? All right. Thanks for watching.